In the latest chapter of My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 185, the second highest ranked pro hero was given some solid treatment when his character got introduced. We gotta find out about his personality, some of his views on heroes, despite the fact that he is one himself. And we were teased at the end that he and the number one himself, Endeavor, are going to be creating a temporary team, which is going to lead us into the next arc in the series. But Hawk's character stole the whole show of chapter 185 to the point where pretty much everything else simply couldn't compare. His introduction is hands down the best we've had from any hero in the series. The only one I could see topping Hawk's at the moment is All For One, when he made his first proper appearance during the Camino arc or villain hideout arc, whichever you prefer to call it. We simply haven't had any other heroes with introductions on the same level as Hawk's, and that includes Endeavor and All Might. Now, what drew me to like Hawk's so much from just this one chapter is a mixture of a bunch of things, ranging from his personality to his body language. It's just something we haven't really seen from a hero of his caliber, because he is the second best hero, both in approval ratings and on the actual hero board, whereas some other heroes don't have the same consistency. In fact, Endeavor's rank based on approval ratings would be all the way down at number 4, whereas his actual rank is, as we know, number 1. I believe this to be another reason why I love him so much, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with me. His arrogance or playfulness around Endeavor is also a huge part on his character, because it shows that he will not suck up to the number 1 simply because of something so petty as a ranking. In fact, Hawks even stated that he has no personal desire to be as high as number 2 in order to be satisfied. Hawks is an entertaining but also a very honest and open person, as seen in chapter 185 when he was using some pretty unexpected body language to express himself while starting his speech on what he thinks of the way some of the other big pro heroes think and how relaxed they seemed, despite the fact that the world has reached a huge turning point as mentioned in the chapter. The way Hawks is portrayed by the mangaka Kohei Horikoshi is also something I think a lot of people take into account when saying Hawks is their new favorite dude in this series. Me personally, I do take design and portrayal into account, but my favorite qualities of his character, so far at least, are his body language as well as his very forward and honest personality. These are what I would consider make up Hawk's character and why he is so popular already. I don't think anyone apart from maybe a few teenage girls will say that Hawks is their favorite character or that they like him at all just because of the way he's drawn, you know, his design. That's a huge minority we're dealing with. The last thing that I would like to point out, and I think this goes with a lot of other readers as well, which is that he's been hyped up for a very long time. Ever since the Camino arc, Hawks has been a thing, but we didn't really know anything about him. Like, we didn't know his name, we didn't know his quirk or anything. We simply knew there was someone out there, a number 2 hero, or well, number 3 at the time, and that he would be someone to look out for, and we finally got what we wanted. Some people have been speculating that Hawks might be hiding something because of the fact that he was inviting Endeavor to his hometown where there were supposedly no Nomu sightings. People are basically attempting to find something in Hawks that makes him seem suspicious and makes him seem like a shady character on some level. Me personally, I really don't think that. I think if you view Hawks as someone to be shady or villainous in any way imaginable, you may as well still be suspicious at Bakugo for having such a explosive and maybe not so hero-like personality. I just don't think people are thinking things through properly. I believe that they are being very short-sighted and that they are actually jumping to conclusions way too early. I just wanted to give that input before I wrap this video up. Now, it is of course important to understand though, especially if you're watching this video at a later time, that these are based around our first impressions of Hawks' character, because although first impressions are extremely important for a character, sometimes first impressions can be misleading. So there's always going to be that possibility, although none of us hope this to be the case of course, that the quality of his character will take a nosedive from being potentially one of the best characters to possibly a mediocre or even a bad character. I would love to know what you guys think in the comments about Hawks' character so far based on the first impressions that you got from him in chapter 185. Do you think he is a great character? Do you think he's not really up your alley, you know? Because a lot of people are probably probably gonna have some different opinions when it comes to his character. I would just love to know what you guys think. And as always, if you did, be sure to Detroit smash that like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This has been Chaotic Plus, and remember everybody, Toga is waifu, Toga is Laifu.